Hello everybody, what is going on? This is Marcus and we are here for my 4th round match of the Stockholm regional from last Sunday. So my score in the tournament was 2-1, and in this round I would be up against Pontus, whose team is also pretty standardish, I would say. Yeah, Xerneas and Kyogre as his restricted mons, and then he has a similar support engine like I do with Talonflame and Smeargle. Both of them are really good at supporting Xerneas, I can assure you that. His Mega is Salamence, just like I have one, and then he has a Mungus, so he has, in theory, 2 Redirectors, and Smeargle and a Mungus that can really support that Xerneas, but also, yeah, like counters to Trick Room, and yeah, just all around. So we have 4 Mons in common, and I thought that Kangaskhan and Talonflame would give me a pretty good shot against anything. He does not have a flying resistance, just like I don't have one, so Talonflame could have a field day, and since my Kangaskhan did have Power-Up Punch, I thought maybe I could somehow get a boost, and at +2, Kangaskhan would KO anything from his team really, as he also didn't have a normal type resistance, just like I do. Man, my team doesn't really have that many resistances. I should probably look into that a little bit more. But yes, so yeah, I went with Kangaskhan Talonflame. Plan was to just set up Tailwind at some point to get the speed advantage, and then I thought that I would be good having my 2 restricted mons in the back in Xerneas and Groudon. So he leads off with Xerneas and Mungus, and this was basically like, yeah, like perfect scenario, probably the best thing that could have happened for me, like the best lead matchup I could have asked for, since Talonflame threatens his Mungus, Kangaskhan after Mega Evolving is faster than his Xerneas, and so first then I was thinking like, like, he's not going to let me just fake out his Xerneas. He's probably trying to, yeah, like, make a somewhat risky play and go for the Spore with his Mungus to, yeah, help his Xerneas out a little bit against those 2 threats. So I went for the Fake Out on the Mungus and the Tailwind to get the speed advantage for next turn, and it just works out perfectly as he protects his Xerneas. I even get a critical hit on top of everything, so I was really, like, feeling great about this game so far. I switched back Xerneas out into his Kyogre, and I think things are just, yeah, like, falling like apart from him here, as I just went for the save moves. I didn't see any reason not to go for Brave Bird on the Mungus and return on the Xerneas slot. His Xerneas probably would have taken the return, so he, I don't know, could have gone for a Moonblast or maybe even a Geomancy if he has something to protect his Xerneas from the Brave Bird next turn, but yeah, he just, yeah, like, I don't know, like, didn't have any answers to this whatsoever, so he didn't protect the Mungus, and Mungus goes down to the Brave Bird, which was cool. Yeah, I didn't get to see a Mungus' item, whether it was like that, potentially that Focus Sash, or whether the Smeargle would have it, but I still felt like really great being in such a good position. Return also does a lot of damage to Kyogre, which made me believe that this was probably like a very speedy variant, and yeah, but I mean, he doesn't have a Trick Room option in his team, so that just makes sense. Next turn, I don't know, like I just went for Brave Bird and return again. Brave Bird targeting down that Kyogre, once again no Protect, as he was probably, I don't know, like hoping that I would overextend into, I don't know, the Xerneas, but I guess at this point he probably like should have, I don't know, like just went with like a Protect, hoping that I would double up into something, but I don't know, like even if he had protected Kyogre and attacked with Xerneas, there wasn't really anything he could have done. So he goes for the Geomancy right here, hoping to probably make something happen. But yeah, like, depends on what his last mon was. If he had, I don't know, like, Talonflame here, yeah, I was thinking, yeah, he could go for the Quick Guard, so that was something to watch out for. And yeah, indeed, he sent out that Talonflame, so now I was like, I could go for the Brave Bird on the Xerneas, but then what if he Quick Guards? But then I thought, yeah, like, Kangaskhan is faster anyway, so he actually goes for the Protect and Quick Guard. I'm not really sure, maybe like he wanted to stall out my Tailwind, so he, yeah, was hoping that I would target his Xerneas with my Kangaskhan and would go for the Brave Bird on his Talonflame with my Talonflame, but yeah, I just made the save move, and that also meant that he most likely would not have Protect, but I guess that's also like standard on Talonflame at this point, and yeah, another Brave Bird is just able to knock out that Xerneas. So, pretty convincing victory here. Kangaskhan Talonflame leads, we're just able to, yeah, I don't know, pick my opponent apart. Yeah, just goes to show that sometimes, even in the metagame that is filled with those high powerful mons like Kyogre, Xerneas, Groudon, and so on, Sometimes, I mean, just an old school combo from VGC14, Kangaskhan and Talonflame lead, set up Tailwind, and then they can still sweep, you know, so yeah, I guess that's also something to consider. I'm not really a fan of having like non-restricted mons be your attackers, but I think Talonflame is like one big exception of that rule. Like in general, you want your non-restricted mons, except for like the Megars, but everything else is mostly just there for support. I mean, looking at our teams, we both have that Smeargle, and he has a Moongus. Like, those are just there mainly for support. They don't want to attack, but Talonflame is just so powerful with priority Bravebird that it, yeah, like, can make an attacker as well. So that was this round, so now I was 3-1, and because of the very low outcome of, like, upturn, I don't know what the word is, there weren't many people there, and 3-2 had like a very good shot at making it to the top 8, since there was only 5 rounds of Swiss, so I was feeling very happy, since my tiebreaker should also have been pretty decent. But yeah, so I was 3-1 and that was cool. And yep, so that's it for this game. Tomorrow I'll be attending a mid-season showdown, and since I can't get any more points through that, since my regional finishes at this point are first place, top 8, and top 16. Top 16 gives 92 championship points, and first place at a mid-season showdown is only 90 CP, and best finish limit is 3, so I can't get any more points there. But I made a straw poll on Twitter asking like you guys or like my Twitter followers about what I should use, and it was like a very close race between Kyogre and Ho-Oh, and Kyogre and Dialga Trick Room. But yeah, like last time I checked was like last night, and then Kyogre plus Dialga was in the lead. So I like asked a friend of mine to help me get a Dialga because I like didn't have it, and so now like I got the Dialga, but I didn't get the Ho-Oh, and now like Ho-Oh was in the lead again. But I think I'm settling for a Kyogre Dialga. I'm not entirely sure yet, but depends on whether I can get the team together in game. So that is that. Also, I will link a video in the description from my good friend German Ogloza, NWE Python, I would guess. He's a German like YouTuber, and he actually vlogged our adventure at Pokemon Worlds this year, and it generally was like in German, but in this specific video there's also like an English part where I interviewed the back then reigning world champion Sejun Park in English, so that is kind of cool to see him speak in English a little bit. And if you want to check that out, I will leave the link in the description. In case you didn't see the other rounds from the regional, make sure to also check those out. Yeah, like rounds 1 to 3 are also there, and yep. See you next time, and bye. Thanks for watching.